Still undefeated, here is Khamzat Chimaev making the walk tonight as a middleweight. A lot of people think eventually he's going to be a UFC champion, and he's got a big fight in front of him tonight.
I mean, this guy's a monster, you know, from his mindset to the way that he competes. Khamzat Chimaev is one of those guys that passes the eye test. The moment you laid eyes on him, you said, this kid has something special about him. He has great wrestling, he has great striking, he has great cardio. The guy has it all. And I'm so excited to once again watch him compete and sit here in his seat and call his fight.
The work ethic has never been an issue, perhaps the diet at times when it comes to getting down to 170 pounds, but this man is a problem and ready to impose his will here tonight. Khamzat Chimaev enters the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. Well, South Africa is on the world mixed martial arts map, largely courtesy of the elite middleweight Dricus du Plessis. And he got a lot of respect from his peers after beating Robert Whittaker at UFC 290. You had to look far and wide for any of his fellow fighters to be picking du Plessis going into that fight. And not only did he beat Whittaker, he bludgeoned him and got him out of there by TKO in round 2. That laid the foundation for a title fight for Dricus du Plessis. This man is a physical force, hardened by his upbringing in South Africa. Excited to see what he can do with the opportunity tonight, DC. Well, so much UFC history has played out here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Plenty more where that came from tonight. The athletes are ready to go. All right, now let's get you our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Khamzat Chimaev. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Dricus still not du Plessis.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. All right, one of the best middleweights in the world at present, Dricus du Plessis, prioritizing a fast start tonight as we get underway in round 1. Not as though he's been a fighter who historically plays with his food at times, but du Plessis doesn't want to give his opponent any window for optimism.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by du Plessis.
He's got to be careful here.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Big combination here, ground and pound strikes. Nice work by Khamzat Chimaev.
Getting him out here.
All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position.
Chimaev's going for a choke here.
Oh, now it's getting tight. He's gonna go to sleep. It's over.
Oh, somehow he got out.
That was beautiful. Look at how he brought his hips up in the air. Used his momentum to swing himself back to his chest being facing the mat. What a beautiful display of submission defense.
Just over 3 minutes to go. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here.
I need you to scramble, scramble.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Working out of the half guard here.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Chimaev's right back to the full mount here. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy.
Beautiful ground strikes landed.
These ground strikes are starting to add up.
Yep, gotta be very careful there.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Oh, good ground and pound here. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
Changing the position.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground. Chimaev's going for a choke. Oh, that Von Flue choke is tight.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
Khamzat Chimaev ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense has done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts. Even when they get him, he continues to stay calm and patient, and he's defending these submissions.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Chimaev's back in full mount. Arm triangle attempt here.
Nice arm triangle setup.
Oh, he might be in trouble. That looks locked in.
He's advanced to a finishing position. Great job maintaining position over submission. Very smart. Great fight IQ.
Plessis' eye now closing up.
Oh, in the mouth. He's got to be careful here. Oh, big elbow.
Second round, straight ahead. All right, that's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights over those 5 minutes. Really a clinic when it comes to the ground and pound.
Yeah, man, this is what you're taught. When you're learning to become a ground and pound fighter, you want to do it exactly like he did. Gain posture, have height, control hands and wrists. Land strikes, don't throw too many, throw just enough, control, throw again, control. He did it perfect.
Round 2 here. All right, here we go with our next round. And DC, you've spoken a lot about ground and pound skills and how it's a little bit of a lost art in modern day mixed martial arts. Certainly not for this young man.
No, and he does it in the old school way, right?
Yeah.
Nowadays, you push a guy to the side of the octagon and use it as a barrier to get up.
Yeah.
Not with this guy. He stuffs your head in the corner, he gains his posture, and he just starts dropping hammers until eventually you're going to turn to your knees. He'll take your neck and choke you, or he'll just put you back down. It's crazy to watch him dictate his opponent's actions with his power from this position. Not many guys can generate that type of power. You got to go back to guys like Mark Munoz. They used to call him the Filipino smashing machine because he was so good with his ground and pound, and this guy shows that same exact type of approach.
Oh, beautiful throw there.
Holy Holy smokes.
Nice judo toss for him there. All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
Now he's got a good body position, yup.
Posture's up now and lands a vicious head strike. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground.
Great job landing from the top position.
I know you've got a huge appreciation for this.
Oh, I mean, this is high-level grappling by both of these guys. He's gonna start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack an arm triangle.
Oh, it's tight.
Knee on belly.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Good work from the top here by Chimaev.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him. Now into his mount.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Khamzat Chimaev. What a great sequence by him, mixing up his strikes and once again targeting that already damaged, swollen area upstairs.
That's exactly what he should do. You know, we are talking about a guy that is so talented, that is so disciplined, that when he can see swelling like that, he's going to continue to attack it.
Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Cole is somewhere smiling watching this guy land from the top position.
Just over 2 minutes now to go in round two.
Oh, nice.
All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters work their way back to the feet.
This is an educated crowd, J.A. They appreciate high-level grappling, and that's exactly what they got in that exchange. Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine.
That guillotine is tight. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Chimaev. Another ground and pound strike lands. Chimaev's got him in a crucifix. Gonna work from the top now. Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He's able to take his arm out and stay safe.
Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in the second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round two. Oh, man, how many shots to the head can one individual take? I'm not a doctor, but that swelling suggests there might be some sort of fracture.
Yeah, there might be something wrong with him. He's so swollen, he's so beat up, but he's so tough. That is why he's still standing. Normal people could not still be standing in the middle of an octagon fighting right now. Hats off to him for his toughness, but he ain't gonna get. This man is landing brutal.
Oh, huge elbow! Trying for a submission here. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're gonna fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is gonna be stopped due to the swelling.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Swing and a miss with that punch by Chimaev. punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work.
He said number 7, Tim.
Oh, look out, folks. That is tight.
It looks like it's getting going.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
And he's able to work his way back to his feet. Side kick now. Oh, that is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, nice level change.
Good work here to the body with the ground and pound by Khamzat Chimaev. Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Chimaev's going for the sub here. Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in. Oh, flips the switch as he changed the submission attempt.
He jumps right to the opposite side, trying to get the arm trap. Right to the knee on belly.
Just over 3 minutes now to go. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Chimaev. Oh, he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. All of that body weight on his opponent.
He's got all the weight on the upper body. His feet are free to do whatever. But the arm stuck between the legs. He is now going to start dropping hammer fists. He's going to start dropping elbows. This is one of the nastiest positions in all of fighting.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Chimaev's got the full mount.
Oh.
Plessis' eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time. I'm not so sure they're not going to step in, Daniel, and stop this fight right now. Hard to be a one-eyed fighter in a mixed martial arts setting. Chimaev's able to make a nice transition there back into side control. In position for a submission attempt here. Oh, Darce choke locked and loaded.
Okay, he's got it. That's it.
So what a win for him here tonight. He gets it done and gets it done by way of submission. He told us this week, I gotta keep these judges out of it. Mission accomplished.
Absolutely. He is a phenomenal grappler. He said that he held the advantage there and that would show itself in the fight. He proved that and he gets a submission victory. Amazing.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
The official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 18 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by tap out and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, so Khamzat